Are you or a loved one over pension age struggling with daily tasks due to health issues? You could be missing out on up to £101 extra every single week from the DWP. That's over £5,000 a year going unclaimed by thousands of elderly people across the UK. What would an extra £5,000 a year mean for you or your elderly relatives? How would it change your quality of life? Stay tuned to find out if you're eligible for this life-changing benefit that most people don't even know exists, and exactly how to claim what you're rightfully owed. Before we dive into the details, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos on benefits, pensions, and financial support for seniors. And if you know someone who might qualify for this extra money, share this video with them right now. It could make a huge difference in their life. I'm on a mission to help every eligible pensioner claim the support they deserve, and with your help, we can reach thousands more who are currently struggling unnecessarily. So what exactly is this extra £101 a week I'm talking about? It's called attendance allowance, and it's specifically designed for state pensioners who need help with personal care or supervision due to illness or disability. And here's the shocking truth. According to recent figures from the Department for Work and Pensions, an estimated 3.4 million pensioners are eligible for attendance allowance, but only around 1.6 million are actually claiming it. That means approximately 1.8 million eligible pensioners are missing out on this vital financial support they are fully entitled to receive. Why are so many missing out? Well, many people simply don't know about attendance allowance or assume they won't qualify. Others find the application process intimidating or worry about being seen as asking for handouts. Some mistakenly believe that because they live alone or don't have a formal carer, they won't be eligible. Then there's the persistent myth that you need to have severe disabilities to qualify, which isn't true at all. But let me be clear, this isn't charity. This is money you've earned through years of national insurance contributions, and it's designed to help maintain your independence and dignity in later life. Attendance allowance currently pays £72.65 per week for the lower rate and £108.55 for the higher rate. That's the approximately £101 per week mentioned in our title. The lower rate is for those who need help either during the day or during the night. The higher rate is for those who need help both during the day and night, or for those who are terminally ill. What many don't realize is that you don't need to have someone actually caring for you to qualify, and the money isn't means tested. This means your savings and income don't affect your eligibility, and you don't need to tell the DWP how you spend it. Let's take a moment to consider what this money could mean for someone living on a basic state pension. The full new state pension is currently £203.85 per week, roughly £10,600 a year. Adding the higher rate of attendance allowance would increase that by over 50%, making a tremendous difference to someone's financial security and quality of life. Could this be the difference between heating your home properly this winter or having to choose between warmth and other essentials? So who exactly qualifies for this substantial weekly payment? You need to be over state pension age, which is currently 66, and have a physical or mental disability or illness severe enough that you need help with personal care or supervision to stay safe. You must have needed this help for at least 6 months, unless you're terminally ill. In that case, there's a fast-track application process called Special Rules, where you can claim immediately and automatically receive the higher rate. What kind of help counts towards qualifying for attendance allowance? It's broader than many people realize. It could be assistance with daily activities like getting dressed, bathing, using the toilet, eating, taking medication, or help with mobility around your home. It also includes supervision to keep you safe from harm. For example, if you're at risk of falls, need someone to check on you throughout the day, or need someone to remind you to take medication or eat regular meals. Even if you're managing these tasks yourself, but it takes you significantly longer than it would a person without your condition, or if doing them causes you pain or discomfort, you may still qualify. Are you wondering if your specific health condition qualifies? This is where many people count themselves out unnecessarily. The benefit isn't tied to particular conditions, but rather how your health affects your daily life. People receive attendance allowance for a wide range of issues including arthritis, heart disease, Parkinson's, dementia, respiratory problems, diabetes complications, cancer, mental health conditions, sensory impairments like blindness or deafness, and many others. What matters is not the diagnosis itself, but how your condition impacts your ability to care for yourself safely. Let me share a real-life example. Margaret, a 78-year-old widow, has moderate arthritis and early-stage macular degeneration. She lives alone and manages most days, but struggles with buttons on clothing, can't safely cut her own toenails, has difficulty reading medication labels, and occasionally falls. For years, she didn't apply for attendance allowance because she thought it was only for really disabled people. After watching a video like this one, she applied and now receives the lower rate of £72.65 weekly. This has allowed her to pay for a cleaner once a week, take taxis to medical appointments instead of struggling with public transport, and generally maintain her independence much more comfortably. The application process involves filling out a detailed form called AIM, which you can download from the government website or request by calling the Attendance Allowance Helpline. Don't be put off by the length of the form. It's designed to capture a comprehensive picture of your needs. Be honest and thorough when describing your condition and how it affects your daily life even on your better days. Many applications are rejected because people downplay their difficulties or don't provide enough detail about the help they need. Remember, the DWP won't have met you and won't know about your situation unless you tell them. When filling out the form, it's helpful to keep a diary for a week or two before you start, noting all the difficulties you face and any help you receive or wish you had. Focus on what you can't do, rather than what you can do. If you have good days and bad days, explain how your condition varies and what help you need on both types of days. If certain tasks cause you pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath, make sure to mention this. And if you have multiple health conditions, explain how they interact and affect you cumulatively. One question I'm frequently asked is whether supporting evidence is required with the application. While not strictly mandatory, providing supporting documentation can significantly strengthen your case. This might include a letter from your GP or specialist, copies of prescriptions, care plans, or statements from people who help you. If you don't have these immediately available, don't delay your application. You can always send supporting evidence later. Another common question I receive is, will getting attendance allowance affect my other benefits? The good news is that receiving attendance allowance can actually increase other benefits you're getting, like pension credit, housing benefit, or council tax reduction. It might also give your carer access to additional support such as carer's allowance if they provide care for at least 35 hours a week. Attendance allowance is also tax-free and doesn't count as income for means-tested benefits, so there's really no financial downside to claiming it. What happens after you submit your application? The DWP aims to process claims within 40 working days, though in practice it can sometimes take longer. You may be contacted for more information, or in some cases, they might arrange a medical assessment. Don't be alarmed if this happens. It's just to get a clearer picture of your needs. Once a decision is made, you'll receive a letter telling you whether your claim was successful, which rate you'll receive, and when payments will start. If your application is rejected, which happens to many first-time applicants, don't give up. You have 1 month from the decision date to ask for a mandatory reconsideration, which is a formal request for the DWP to look at your claim again. If that's unsuccessful, you can appeal to an independent tribunal. Success rates at tribunal are surprisingly high, with around 65% of decisions overturned in favor of the claimant. This suggests that many initial rejections are incorrect, so it's well worth pursuing if you believe you're eligible. Why is the government not doing more to ensure pensioners receive this money? That's a question many people ask, and it's a valid one. The truth is, the DWP does periodically run awareness campaigns, but with limited success. The system relies heavily on individuals applying themselves or being informed by healthcare professionals, social workers, or charities. Some have criticized this approach, arguing that vulnerable elderly people should be automatically assessed for entitlements. Until that happens, though, awareness videos like this one play a crucial role in helping people access the support they deserve. A particularly important point to understand is that attendance allowance can be claimed regardless of your income or savings. Unlike pension credit or other means-tested benefits, you could have substantial savings or a generous private pension and still qualify. This is because it's designed to help with the extra costs of disability or ill health, which affect people across all income brackets. So if you've previously been told you have too much money for benefits, don't let that stop you from applying for attendance allowance. So what should you do if you think you or someone you know might be eligible? First, visit the government website or call the Attendance Allowance Helpline on 800-731-122 to request an application form. Alternatively, organizations like HUK or Citizens Advice can help you with the application process free of charge. Many local authorities also have welfare rights teams who can provide assistance. Don't struggle through the application alone. If you find it challenging, there's plenty of free help available. What about if your needs change after you start receiving attendance allowance? If your condition worsens and you think you might qualify for the higher rate, you can contact the DWP and ask for your claim to be reviewed. Similarly, if you develop a terminal illness after your initial claim, you can apply under the special rules to move to the higher rate. Be aware that the DWP may occasionally review your claim anyway to check your circumstances haven't changed, so always keep them updated if your condition significantly improves or worsens. Let's also address a common concern: will claiming attendance allowance mean you lose your independence? Absolutely not. In fact, the opposite is true. The extra money can help you maintain your independence by paying for things that make life easier, perhaps a cleaner, a gardener, higher heating bills, ready-prepared meals, taxi fares, or special equipment. Remember, no one will dictate how you spend the money. It's entirely up to you to use it in whatever way best supports your needs and quality of life. Don't let pride, confusion, or lack of information stop you from claiming what you're entitled to. That extra £101 a week could be the difference between just getting by and living with dignity and comfort in your later years. Think about what you could do with an extra £5,000 plus per year, how it could ease financial worries, improve your living conditions, or simply allow you to enjoy small pleasures that make life worth living. If you found this information helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit. Drop a comment below if you have questions about attendance allowance or any other pension-related topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. If you've had experience applying for attendance allowance, whether successful or not, sharing your story in the comments could help others in similar situations. Remember, I'm here to help you navigate the often confusing world of benefits and entitlements. Subscribe for more videos that could help you access the financial support you deserve. In my next video, I'll be covering pension credit, another widely unclaimed benefit worth thousands to eligible pensioners. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.